to that question. The message is, if our elected leaders don't tie sound science to public policy, their delusional policies will create a dangerous world. Today's population of 7.5 billion people, which is double that of 45 years ago, has put an incredible strain on the essential resources of food, water, arable land, and energy. And the CO2 generated by dirty, inefficient energy and transportation used to supply this ballooning population has already dramatically warmed the planet and places future generations in peril. The stakes could not be higher. As a national science leader, Neil deGrasse Tyson has said, politics is not a foundation on which you base your science. Science is the foundation which you base your politics. The current administration's and congressional war on science and environment is a betrayal of this basic premise. This war comes precisely at the time when we need science the most. And what is the motivation for this irrational assault? Well, really it's pretty simple. The scientifically based solutions are a challenge to the money and power of established special interests that depend upon the status quo and business as usual. Turning back regulations that were developed because of their scientific validity, fundamentally eliminating the EPA, dramatically cutting $54 billion of essential scientific research. These actions are turning back decades of progress in public health, safety, and a sustainable environment. As mayor, I looked at science pretty positively. We initiated some exhaust emission controls. We instituted the first ever clean water regulation for our streams. And Anchorage became one of the nation's first cities to prevent smoking in public places. The Knowles administration for 8 years did put science first. We protected our fisheries with new unprecedented science-based international agreements for sustainable salmon and halibut. We instituted state-of-the-art technology for the prevention of future oil spills, and we established the primary role of science in fish and wildlife management. So, today, can we do better? Yes, we can. We can first send a message to our leaders that we will not travel the dangerous paths of denial and dismembering the research science that gives us the capacity and knowledge to meet our challenges. If our voices are not heard, what do? We have to step forward at the state and local level. This has always been our responsibility, but now it is imperative for us to act. Alaska should have the nation's model Clean Water Act protecting our salmon, our rivers, our coastlines, and our people. Alaska should have a model Clean Air Act that prevents industrial pollution and places the cost of pollution on the source, not on the public's health. The state of Alaska should be a national model for managing its fish and wildlife based on ethical, sustainable, science-based policies that promote our economy, nutrition, culture, and spirituality of these resources. Our communities and state must work together to reduce our carbon footprint and create sustainable economic progress. A march for science is a march to affirm our basic values. We can do this. In this democracy, people are power. And I believe that we have the power to match whatever the power of the special interests might be. We just have to exercise it. Let today be an example and commitment that it can be done. Thank you.